Me, I just want to ask some YouTubers, why did you lie to us? Why? Why? Take my key. Why did you lie to us? Why did you lie to us? You just let us on. Yam. If I catch some YouTubers on the streets, I will, I will. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Nade here. If this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see your face more often. And to my old subscribers, and you tell me báwo ni o ṣe wà? You guys already know you're the OGs. My love the totori me for belle. Thank you guys so much for the love. Thank you for the support. Like, it means so much to me. Today, I'm going to be talking about things I wish I knew before coming to Canada. Or should I say, what I ordered versus what I got, Canada edition. Guys, like, I feel like I made some mistakes before coming to Canada, or when I got to Canada. I had some are high expectations, some are mistakes, and I'm making this video so that you guys do not make the same mistakes that I made, because all we do here is we spill the tea, we say it as it is. So so if you're coming to Canada soon, or you know anybody that's coming to Canada soon, you might want to watch this video till the end. Number one, I want to ask some YouTubers one question. Why did you guys tell us not to bring clothes when we're coming to Canada? Take my key. I want to know. Tell me. Ever me sorrow. Guys, if you're coming to Canada, bring your clothes. Bring your clothes while you're coming to Canada. You will watch some videos and some YouTubers will tell you, don't bring clothes when you're coming to Canada. You get them cheaper here. Don't bring. It is a lie, yo. It is a lie. Number one, you're not going to get it cheaper here. It is cheaper for people that are working in Canada and are already earning in dollars. And we're currently in summer. Especially if you're coming in summer, please bring your clothes from Nigeria. So one thing about Canada is, just like the winter is always like overboard, the summer is crazy too. Like, the sun is always sunning. It is sunning that if you don't use your sunscreen, you might get burnt. Imagine somebody telling you not to bring your clothes when coming to Canada, and you get to Canada with maybe like just two clothes, only for you to go shopping, and you see one top for like $30, and you see a jean for like $50 something. Please tell me, how is that cheap? $50 something is like, we don't convert to Naira anymore. I would advise that don't convert to Naira to give you high blood pressure. But I'm talking to people that are just coming to Canada. Imagine buying one top for like $30 something. That is like almost 20k or over 20k. When you can easily get, and it is not like high-end brands. So if you're coming to Canada, please bring your clothes, bring your tops. If you have clothes that you already like, that you wear at home, please bring them. You're going to find it. It is going to come in handy for you when you get to Canada, because it is hot. Bring your long sleeves, bring your short sleeves. If you have jackets, bring them. Bring your nice jeans, bring your dresses. Come and slay. Now, and some people are going to say that, how about winter? Even though if you're coming during winter, I would still advise that you bring your clothes. I mean, you don't want to make the same mistake that I made, because when I was coming to Canada, I did not bring. I think I only brought like 3 tops and 3 jeans, with the mindset that they said don't bring clothes to Canada. Kinika, I'll go and buy clothes. I'll go and do shopping when I get to Canada. I literally brought every other thing, but I did not bring clothes. Only for me to get to the store and I'm seeing one top for like $30 something. Why? And these people like designers. And I'm like, why did these people tell me not to bring clothes? I'll find it cheaper. Maybe it is cheaper for them because they were already earning in dollars. But still, I bought some clothes, but I was not smiling while I was getting it. I had to get some at the thrift store. I got this top at a thrift store. Bring your shoes, bring your sneakers, bring your heels. Bring this is summer. People are slaying. Bring your heels, bring your dresses, bring your sneakers, bring your slippers, bring your sandals, bring everything. And you can always buy. I would advise that if you're coming too, you can always like shop in Nigeria too. Like I feel like it is cheaper. But if you're Odogu's wife, or Odogu's brother, or Odogu's sister, you know that there's cash. Onyeji cash. You can just come with like two clothes like me and come and shop in Canada. I mean, there's no harm in doing that. So, but I would just honestly advise that when coming to Canada, bring your clothes, bring the things you normally wear. And if you're coming during winter, now I will still say bring your clothes, and you can buy like one or two jackets, one or two winter jackets from Yaba or Balogun for people staying in Lagos. I don't know other places that you can get those stuffs in other states in Nigeria. But you can buy like one or two winter jackets. See, they are correct winter jackets, Yaba, and you get them for like cheap prices. It is not cheap here. One thing I know that you might not really find in Nigeria, you might not find good ones in Nigeria, is winter boots. I would advise that you get those ones when you get here, but you can still come with your sneakers. So maybe like 2 days or 3 days after settling in, you can go and look for winter boots. You get good winter boots. Maybe not really affordable, except you go to thrift stores, but you get good winter boots that are going to last you and you're going to enjoy. So for the last time, bring your clothes when coming to Canada. Don't listen to us, don't listen to us. I'll tell you, don't bring your clothes when coming to Canada. You find it cheaper. It is not cheap. Bring your clothes when coming to Canada. Number two, this one, they told me actually, but it's me that did not listen. Learn how to drive and get your driver's license. Yes, the busing system here is not really, it's not the best. I'm not going to say it is bad, but it is not the best. So you want to learn how to drive and get your driver's license. So if you have the luxury, you might want to get a car. I mean, you can still get a car for like 4,000, 5,000 here. Yes, that will still, maybe not luxurious cars, not the latest, but you still get something to like help you move around. So please learn how to drive and get your driver's license. Because the reason why I said get your driver's license is because it is not easy to get a driver's license here. You have to go to their driving school here, and you have to get their driver's license. Like I made inquiries on how much to learn how to drive here. Like the list I saw was like I think $750 or $850. Something that you learn in Nigeria for 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 safe. You learn in Nigeria. Here I was seeing $850, 900, some are even like $1,000. So learn how to drive and get your driver's license, because as an international student, you can use your Nigerian driver's license for as long as your study permit is still valid. When your study permit expires, you might need to get another one. You're going to need to definitely get another one. But for as long as your study permit is valid, you can use your driver's license. You can use it to do anything. And there are some jobs here that requires you getting a car or knowing how to drive, or having a driver's license. Some people, the first thing they're going to ask you when you go for a job interview is, do you know how to drive? Do you have a car? If you tell them no, you don't know how to drive, you don't have a car, automatically they don't even care about your experience or anything. They tell you, sorry, we can't give you the job. We need somebody that knows how to drive, and we need somebody that has a car and can convey easily to work. So I would advise that you learn how to drive again and get your driver's license. This is one mistake that I made, that if I could turn back the hands of time, I would not make the same mistake again. So if you're coming, please take the time, go and learn how to drive and get your driver's license. Number three is, there are no jobs lying around in Canada. there are no jobs lying around in Canada. Now, how do I break this down? I know that most of us are coming with high expectations that when I get to Canada, as soon as I get to Canada like this, I'm getting a job. Amen to your prayers. Now, like I said before in my video, see, in this country, grace matters. Whatever you are doing, please pray for grace. The fact that somebody was difficult for somebody does not mean that it's going to be difficult for you. Just pray for grace. But at the same time, prepare yourself. Bring money that is going to last you for at least 3 months. Yes, bring money that's going to last you for at least 3 months. And when I say last you 3 months, I'm talking about your feeding, accommodation, and other living expenses. Now, most people are coming to Canada with the expectations that as soon as I get to Canada like this, they've already said there's job. Yes, there's job, but there are certain requirements for some certain jobs. Like for instance, care jobs. Yes, there are care jobs, but you can't just get to Canada and say you want to go and do care job. You need certification. You need to take some courses to be eligible to do care jobs in Canada. Imagine that you don't have money and you have to take a course of like $200 or $150 to get a certificate. And it depends on the type of care homes, because some of them require more, but at least the ones that are really nice or good amongst them would require you to at least have one certification. This is going to prove that okay, you know what you're doing, and you have knowledge about this care job that you want to do. Nobody wants you to come and do care job and you go and kill one old woman that they brought to the care home that they should be that they should be taking care of. There are people that are in Canada and have been in Canada for 2 months and have not gotten a job. Some people got a job like as soon as they got to Canada. I got my first job like a week after I got to Canada. Like literally the only thing that delayed me from getting a job was my bank account. Yes, because I had to open my bank account and that took like a lot of time. I literally got a job a week after I got to Canada, and I would have even gotten the job like 3 days after I got to Canada if I had my account readily available. While it was easy for me, I know people that they did not get a job um 1 month, 2 months, and it does not mean that they are not applying. Like I know people that are constantly applying for jobs. Like I have a friend that said that he was like job hunting was literally like a chore for him. It's like food, morning, afternoon, and night. Once he wakes up, he's going to check his emails to see if he got replies from where he applied. So if he did not get any reply, or if he got any negative reply, he's going to apply again. In the afternoon, he's going to apply again. In the evening, he's going to apply. In the midnight, he's going to apply again. And he did not get any job. Does this mean that he was not trying? No. And even though you're fortunate to get jobs, it might not be high paying jobs. Now, another high expectations that people have when coming to Canada is when I come to Canada, I'll be working in an office, I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. Sorry to burst your bubble once again. As an international student or as a new immigrant, you need some certain certifications to get some jobs, especially white collar jobs. So most jobs that are available for international students or new immigrants are mostly menial jobs like cleaning jobs, um, working in stores, uh, like KFC, clothing stores, McDonald's, like working in stores as a cashier, sales associate, and all of that. Don't expect that. You might be lucky, but it's very, very rare. It's very, very rare to get a job that it is a white collar job as a new immigrant, especially as an international student, because number one, you can't work full time. You need to work part time, and most white collar jobs they are looking for full time people, people that wants to do full time. They'll tell you, some people when you apply, they'll tell you, we're sorry, we're looking for full time. That is somebody that is going to work Monday to Friday, morning to evening, or morning to like closing. So, and most of these menial jobs, their pay is not like a lot. I think the minimum is like $12 per hour. while the maximum, depending, you'll see $18, you see $21, you see $25, but it depends. It really depends. So if you're coming to Canada, please remove it at the back of your mind that there are jobs lying around in Canada, and the jobs you're going to get are like high paying jobs. Somebody has told you that you see $30 per hour, you see $35 per hour, you see $40 per hour within 1 month, you'll be able to check in. It's a lie. But then, what God cannot do does not exist. So just pray for grace, and whatever you want to do, just commit your journey and everything into the hands of God. You might be lucky, but just so you don't raise your hopes too high and you get to Canada and you start feeling sad that, oh, I thought this, I thought that. I just said that I should tell you people there are no jobs lying around, and for a start, you might just need to do menial jobs. Number four, depression is real. Guys, depression is real. Like, nothing is going to fully prepare you for this transitional phase of relocation. I know some people are like, oh, me that have been in Nigeria for years, nothing can happen. I'm ready. I was born ready for this. Sometimes you're going to sit down. Like, when everything, there are phases to relocation and transitional phases, like, if not the second phase. After that, yes, I just arrived. Then you now experience that transitional phase. Is it this transitional phase? You're going to sit down sometimes and be like, did I make the right decision? Maybe I should just go back to my home country. At least I'm familiar with this route. I'm used to this, I'm used to that. I know how this. I know people that I know someone personally that said it several times that she wants to just go back to Nigeria, that she does not think she can cope. I know someone too that stopped coming to classes because it's overwhelming for him. Like, so many examples. Nothing is going to fully prepare you for this, but one thing I want you to know, and it's going to help you, is it is just a phase and it will pass. It will come and it will go. It is just because you're new to the environment, you're not used to it. Even if you've traveled, you used to go on vacation, you're starting afresh. You're starting a new life, especially if you don't have any family, you don't have families, you don't have friends, your spouse is not here. Canada can get really lonely, and it can mess with your mental health. And they take mental health seriously here in Canada. And even in school or anywhere you go to, they'll tell you whenever you're feeling down or you're feeling depressed, always talk to someone. There are counselors you can talk to. Always talk to someone. Prayer is the key. I've always known that prayer is the key, but Canada made it dawn on me more that prayer is key. You need prayer. You need God. You need God. See, never underestimate the power of prayer. And you need friends. One thing that has really helped me transition better, that has really made my transition easy in this country, is friendships. Like I used to say, some of you might know Ayomide, my friend. I talked about her in some of my vlogs. Like, God has really used Ayomide for me. There are times that I would be in my room, I'll come back from classes, then I have to go to work. And it's not even winter, it is still summer. And I'll come back home and I'll just cry. And it's like, Ayo is just moving with me in spirit. And she'll just call me. And Adele fan, I'm fine. What happened to your voice? You sound down. Sound down. I'm okay. No, you're not okay. This voice that I'm listening to does not sound like a voice that is okay. Are you crying? No, I'm not crying. No. Next thing I know, she's calling me on video call. Now, day, you are crying again. Why? Oh, it is normal. And let me tell you guys something. Canada, you will cry. But you see, now you will cry in your eyes because nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. Just one thing that can help you is whenever you feel down or like you're feeling like you're doubting if you made the right decision. Number one, just think of it like it is a phase and it is going to pass. Definitely, just pray. It is going to pass. And number two is remember why you came. Remember why you came. Remember the amount of money you spent. Remember the time you wasted waiting. Maybe not wasted, but remember how you waited and prayed. Remember how you pray for this greener pasture and just think of the beautiful future that awaits you, because trust me, when it comes to Canada and relocation, there's always light at the end of the tunnel and it only gets better. Another thing I wish I knew is the individualistic mindset in this Canada. Like, nobody owes you anything. Your neighbor does not owe you anything. You might live in a place. I mean, I've been living in my apartment for like 2 months now, and there are some of my neighbors that I don't know. Some of them will see you outside, they will not even say hi to you. They don't owe you shit. Nobody owes you anything. It's not Nigeria that are going to be saying, your neighbor is not greeting you, your neighbor is not talking to you. If you like, be dying. It's only anybody that you see that is just nice. Like, okay, you might be dying and they'll just be looking at you. It's not Nigeria that you say, oh, my gas finished, let me quickly go and cook in my neighbor's place. Or let me go and borrow Maggie from my neighbor. To the extent that you have to have your keys with you. There was a day I was going out. I went out in the morning I just moved in. I took out the dirt. I didn't know that the door usually locks by itself. So the door locked. And I was in my PJs and it was like early in the morning, like 5 a.m. It was so cold. It was like 5 a.m., like 6 a.m. But it was like really bright and people were already walking. It was so cold. I tried opening the door did not open. And I was on my keys. Like, I just wanted to just take out the dirt and just come back into my house. I knocked for like 20 minutes straight. Nobody came out to me. And I could hear their movements. I could hear people moving and coming from the apartment, doors closing and opening. Some people were peeping. Nobody came out. I had to go to one of my neighbor's windows to go and knock. Hello, please, are you there? They had to come out. Oh, what happened? Please, can you open the door for me? They tried to open the front door. I was like, no, can you open the back door? I forgot my keys. I didn't know I needed the keys to come into the apartment, blah, blah, blah. Before they had to open the door for me. And they're not even sorry because nobody owes you shit. All you have is yourself. So you need to learn to be independent. Schooling in the abroad is not easy. So before coming to Canada, I was like, Shebi's abroad. If I can go to Osu, I can school in the abroad now. If I can school in Nigeria, I can school in abroad. What is abroad? I cannot school. Guys, now, the thing with Canada is DIY. You're doing most of the things yourself. That is one. Number two, like, you can't afford to fail your courses. Like, there are some rules here. Number one, studying as an international student is already expensive. I mean, one course costs like $2,500 to $3,000. Imagine having to fail that course. You have to pay that money again and retake that course. And in my own faculty now, there are some courses that you can't take more than twice. If you fail them more than twice, then you're going to have to take one course. They're going to have to cancel you. You could lose your studentship. They could expel you from school and all of that. I'm like, this is what they do for you. It's fun. I mean, I'm happy to be out of my comfort zone and all of that. Guys, I mean, I'm only doing like few courses right now, but it choke. It choke people belly, it choke people neck. Sometimes I'm going to come back from classes and I have to go to work. Then I come back home, I cannot even eat because I'm so tired from working. And I have an assignment to do, I have a deadline to meet. Some lecturers will not give you extension. If you don't submit, if you don't meet the deadline, you're going to get an MP. Once you don't put in one assignment out of like 4, you get an MP. And that MP is not even good for your grades. So I heard it's not even good. So I'm like, these rules are strict. Last, the only thing we're sweet for Canada, the only thing we're sweet for is abroad. Now aesthetics and vibe and inshallah. Everybody just a package. Everybody they do it, everybody in package. If one of my friends was telling me that if you are saying that your own is hard, if you listen to somebody else's story, you will shut up. This Canada. Last. Vibes lange, aesthetics lange, inshallah. Orlando, Canada. So be careful of some of the information you digest on YouTube. Make your research, make your findings. Me, I'll tell you the truth as it is. I hope that this video has been able to shed some light on some dark areas or gray areas on migrating to Canada. I hope I've been able to enlighten you more and help you prepare further if you plan on coming to Canada. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to see your face more often. And don't forget to comment, like, and share this video with anybody that you know that's coming to Canada soon. Love you and see you next time. Mwah. Bye, guys.